Hello and welcome to another how-to video for Scouts Terrain. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Outdoor Adventure skills, how to navigate through this part of the system, how to record your Outdoor Adventure skill achievements, how to attach files, and how to also submit your completed stages to the Unit Council. Let's get started. What we see on the screen here is a familiar login page for Scouts Terrain. If you've recently logged in or you're already logged in, you won't need to worry about this page on your regular device. It'll just take you straight through to your base camp. But if this is your first time logging into Scouts Terrain, you might want to check out one of our other how-to videos or some of our fact sheets and other supporting resources about how to log into Scouts Terrain for the first time. We're going to log in and then we're going to go straight to base camp. There are two key ways you can navigate in Scouts Terrain. Firstly is from the base camp, which you can see on my screen here, and I'm going to click on the Outdoor Adventure Skills button. Or I can use the navigation bar on the left-hand side to click Outdoor Adventure Skills. We're recording this video in the release environment for Scouts Terrain, and so some of those navigation elements at the moment are hidden. I'm going to go on my base camp to click on the Outdoor Adventure Skills button down here. This takes me to my Outdoor Adventure Skills page. You can see a whole bunch of information on this page about the Outdoor Adventure skills, what they are, and your progress throughout them. Up the top, you've got a title, a bit of a blurb about what the Outdoor Adventure skills are, and then on the right-hand side, we've got an info box. This is a familiar element for users of Scouts Terrain. This box here, or a similar version, is throughout all parts of the system. In this box, we've got two options. Firstly, we can click the About Outdoor Adventure Skills button, which will take us to a printable resource, a PDF. Or secondly, we can click the Watch a Video link. This will take us to a YouTube video. And now let's try out the second link, which will take me to a YouTube video. You can see here, it opens straight up into our YouTube video for an introduction to the Outdoor Adventure skills. Back to our main page here, and let's get started on the really cool stuff. So we can see here your progress. Underneath your progress are the 9 tiles, which represent the 9 key areas of the Outdoor Adventure skills. When one of these areas has multiple streams, that'll be represented once you've clicked on the tile. The tiles are colored to reflect the badges on your sleeve. So you can see here, we've got the early stages, 1, 1, 1, and 2, are a darker color, just like the badges on your sleeve. And then the colors adapt as the stages change, as you can see here with stage 5 and boating. All of the icons here start as white if I haven't completed anything in the Outdoor Adventure skills for that area. Once I've started to complete them, they'll become colored like this to indicate in a visual way my progress straight from this Outdoor Adventure skill dashboard. If I scroll down the page, I can see here the approval status, what's in progress, what's being reviewed by the Unit Council, and what's been awarded to me. Right now, I've got 3 items, so Stage 1 Bushcraft, Stage 1 Boating, and Stage 2 Aquatics, that I'm currently working on and developing skills in. Underneath review, I've got 2 stages here, Stage 5 Boating and Stage 1 Bushwalking. I've completed these and sent the stage for progression to the Unit Council. I can see here that I've historically been awarded Stage 1 Bushcraft in this section. Let's scroll back up to the top. As well as the colors and the numbers in the top left of each of these tiles, I can also see the icon, which is the same as the badge on my sleeve, and the little Stage 1 text here, Stage 1, Stage 5, Stage 2. That shows me which stage I'm currently working on. So I'm going to click on Bushcraft. Opening up Bushcraft, I get a sentence which describes to me what Bushcraft is. Develop essential pioneering and survival skills for scouting adventures. Cool. I see that Stage 4 streams, okay, and I can also see that on the progression tree. What this means is that Stage 1, 2, and 3 are all in one line, and then at Stage 4, it splits into multiple streams. In this case, it splits into pioneering and survival skills. Right now, I haven't actually done very much in Bushcraft, so I'm going to click on Stage 1. Cool, I'm at Stage 1 Bushcraft. I can see that up the top. Let's unpack what we can see on this screen, and then let's unpack how to use it. Firstly, there's the navigation up the top. I can click on any of these and it will take me to the relevant part of the Outdoor Adventure Skills. So Outdoor Adventure Skills takes me back to the main page. Bushcraft takes me back to the progression tree for bushcraft as a whole. From there, I can choose any of the other stages within the bushcraft area to explore. I've got the stage and the title here. And on the right-hand side, we've got that friendly info box. In this case, the friendly info box talks about an external verifier and what that person will need to do to support you in achieving these skills. In this info box, I've got two links or two buttons I can click. The first one is download requirement. I'm going to click on that now to just show you what that does. So this will open up into a new tab and give you the option to download a PDF, which you could print or save and then fill in by hand or whatever you'd like to do with it. And this is a PDF version of what we saw on the previous page. So it's got all the I statements, all of the guidance statements. It's a place for a youth member or a verifier to comment, and then a date and a name slot here. These are broken up just like our statements here into plan, do, and review. Plan, do, and review. This is an entirely optional supporting resource. Back to the main page. So I can see here, broken into plan, do, and review. Just like our record book, I've got all of these I statements. An I statement might say, I know my address and location in an emergency. Next to it, it'll have a grey I box. I can click on that and read the supporting guidance statement for that statement. To exit out of this box, I can click close. I can see here that I've got a number of statements that are marked off as grey. They've also got a name underneath here, verified by Sam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as well as a date. What this means is that these statements have been marked as done. They've been marked as achieved. Let's talk about how to do that now. As we know, the Outdoor Adventure Skills is broken up into I statements and guidance statements. As a youth member, I'm going to develop the skill listed in the I statement. And if I need more help, I or a person that's helping me can read the guidance statement. When I've achieved the skill listed in the I statement, so I know my address and location in an emergency, I should tick it. Just click on my mouse, tap on my button on my phone. That marks it off as blue. Scrolling down to the bottom of the page, I can see that there's the blue Add Verifier button here. What I need to do is choose one or multiple I statements. In this case, I'm going to go with one and click the Add Verifier button. What this does is it allows me to put a name and some contact information for the person that has said, yep, you can do this skill. So let's put in Jones Smythes as this person's name. And because he's a scout within my unit, I don't actually need to put his email or phone number. But if he was somebody else, or maybe I thought that my unit council weren't familiar with this person, I might put down their email or their phone number. So jsmythes@gmail.com. Then I'm going to click Add Verifier. I get a confirmation in the top right, statement verified. When I scroll up, I can see here, I know my address and location in an emergency has been verified by Joan Smythes. Date is today's date. If I scroll down, I can attach documents to this stage with the Upload Supporting Documents button. You can upload any kind of file here, currently with a limit of 10 megabytes in size. What you can upload here generally are things that you want to have as supporting evidence or a record of what you've achieved. This could be a photo of you doing the activity, a certificate or a photo of a certificate from a course, could be a photo of a document or a note from a verifier or a person that's been your mentor or supporter. It could be all kinds of things. Could even be a voice recording of you reflecting on what you did for the activity or how you developed the skill. To upload a file, all I need to do is click the paperclip button here, or the words Upload Supporting Documents. When I click on that, it opens up to my file organizer for my device. In this case, I can see I'm in the folder Outdoor Adventure Skills, and I see a nice photo that I want to upload here. So I'm going to click Open. It uploads the file, and I can see that it's down here with the file name, the type, and uploaded on the 25th of August 2020. What I should do now is click Save and Exit. And I get a confirmation in the top right. Now that we've marked off a few of these I statements, let's have a look back at our overview page for the Outdoor Adventure Skills. To get there, I can click on the top left for my Outdoor Adventure Skills button here. We're now back at the overview page for the Outdoor Adventure Skills. We can see our progress here, and we know that in this video, we've looked at adding a verifier and saving an individual I statement. Let's take a look through what it's like to complete a whole stage and submit that to the Unit Council. In this scenario, I'm going to look at aquatics. Let's look at stage 2, where I'm up to. I can see here that I've done a lot of these statements, but I haven't done all of them. The past weekend, I was at a camp, and at that camp, I did some swimming and I've signed off these I statements. I finished these 3 do statements, I finished the review, and I've also checked out with my logbook. I'm going to add a verifier to these. The verifier for these is going to be my friend William, who's in Scouts with me. I'm going to put his membership number down. I'm going to click Add Verifier. I can see here, William Scouts has been my verifier for a bunch of these statements. What I'm going to do now is click Save and Exit, so I know that these statements save properly. I'm going to go back into Aquatics, Stage 2, scroll down and click Submit for Stage Progression. Before I do that, I'm just going to make sure that I know that I've attached all of the documents and the files, the photos of me doing the skills, learning that I need to. In this case, in this example, I'm not going to attach anything. I'm just going to click Submit for Stage Progression. I get a confirmation in the top right. And when I scroll down the page, I can see here under the Review section, Stage 2 Aquatics, my stage completion, has been sent to the Unit Council for their review and approval. If I click View here, it takes me straight to the stage, and I can see what I did. If I had attached files, they'd be down here underneath Upload Supporting Documents. Well, thanks for joining us on this Outdoor Adventure Skills video for Scouts Terrain. We've learned how to navigate through the Outdoor Adventure Skills in Scouts Terrain, how to look at your I statements and your guidance statements, how to add a verifier, how to save your information, how to upload and attach documents and files, photos, and also how to submit for a whole stage progression. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.